Luke's Gospel, chapter 24, beginning at verse 13. On that very same day, two of them were going to a village named Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and they were talking with each other about all the things that had happened. While they were talking and discussing together, Jesus himself drew near and went with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him. He said to them, "What is this conversation that you are holding with each other as you walk?" They stood still, looking sad. Then one of them, named Cleopas, answered, "Are you the only visitor in Jerusalem who doesn't know the things that have happened in these days?" And he said to them, "What things?" They said to him, "Concerning Jesus of Nazareth, a man who was a prophet, mighty in deed and word before God and all the people, and how our chief priests and rulers delivered him up to be condemned to death and crucified him. But we had hoped that he was the one to redeem Israel. Yes, and beside all this, it's now the 3rd day since all these things happened. Moreover, some of the women in our company amazed us. They went to the tomb early in the morning, and when they did not find his body, they came back saying they had seen a vision of angels who said that he was alive. Some of those who were with us went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but him they did not see." And he said to them, "O foolish ones, and slow of heart to believe all that prophets have spoken. Was it not necessary that the Christ should suffer all these things and enter into his glory?" And beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them all the scriptures concerning himself. Finally, they drew near to the village which they were going, and he acted as if he was going on further. But they urged him strongly, saying, "Stay with us, for it's towards the evening, and the day is now far spent." So he went to stay with them. While he was at the table with them, he took the bread. He blessed it and broke it and gave it to them. And their eyes were opened and they recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. They said to each other, "Did not our hearts burn within us while he talked with us on the road, while he opened to us the scriptures?" And they rose that same hour and returned to Jerusalem. And they found the 11 and those who were with them gathered together, saying, "The Lord has risen indeed and has appeared to Simon." Then they told all that had happened on the road, and how he was known to them in the breaking of bread. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.